Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. This is going to be a bizarre video filled with 3 different projects. The index card on this is going to be fast, can be done in a matter of a few minutes. I want to show you, I want to work on the design project, and I went ahead and did something on that so we wouldn't be on that for a long time, and then I want to show you how to do these. I got my jump rings in, so aren't they so cute? Just cute, cute, cute. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do these first because they use glossy accents. They'll take a little bit of time to dry, so we're gonna work on that first. And you can see I've just got scraps. Hope everybody is doing well. It is afternoon. This actually is Wednesday. Today, Wednesday, is Sherry and Charlie's anniversary. So I just want to say happy anniversary. They've been married 20 years. It's wonderful. I'm going to ink this. And I think I'm going to leave that. We'll ink this one and we'll leave the other one. This is optional. You know, you don't have to ink anything. So you're going to get out your stamps. You're going to get out whatever it is that you want to create. I've got this little set right here. We've got some black permanent VersaFine. And we're going to stamp, and then we're going to get our glossy accents. This happens to be glaze. And I did pick up this set of jump rings on Amazon. So I think this is a size 11. You know, that really means nothing to me. But, you know, because I do jewelry and I do journal charms and dangles, you've got from the tiniest all the way up. If you don't do jewelry, you might just want to look for jump rings, you know, Hobby Lobby or whatever. I'm going to say this is probably 1/4 of an inch. Would it be more? It's a 1/2 inch. Well, not quite. Maybe 3/8. It looks like. So you're gonna have to just play around with it. It also is going to depend on how large your stamps are that you're using. So I'm just gonna pick up. Here's a 2. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna stamp. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you want to use. You're just going to come in. I love the question mark. And you're just going to stamp. I could just sit and do this all day, really. It is addictive. Just fun. And unless you want to spell words, I don't think it really matters. And let's do an X. And how about, what is this? This is a Z. We're not going to do all of these because what's the point? Really. And then how about we do lowercase? Because lowercase is cool too. Let's see. Let's do a J for journal. How about it? And how about a K? And we'll just do a couple more. One more. How about a Z? Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough to be able to show you what I'm talking about here. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get this packed up, closed up. Let me take a drink. So we've got this. We don't need these, but we're not going to throw them out. A great scrap project. Great, great scrap project. So then you can tell what you're going to do. And I might be able to. See, that's a little bit, it'll work. You're going to come in and you're going to place your rings right over your stamped letters or numbers or whatever you've got, just like that. Let me do that on there. I just got this last night and I really need to, I'm going to go order another one. I just did a search on Amazon for jump rings. But if you're making a trip to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or craft store, I would even check the Dollar Tree or the dollar stores. I don't know that I have ever seen jump rings, but I don't know that I've ever really looked. So you're going to position your jump rings where you want them. I mean, I have almost used all of these. It's a little bit. Yep, this one's almost empty. Let me see, these might be a little bit larger. I'm assuming they are. Let's see. This might fit the J better. It looks like it's got a little bend to it, which for a charm would be okay, but for this, okay. So that's what you're gonna do. Then you're going to get your glossy accents out. And if you don't have glossy accents, but you have crystal glaze, try the crystal glaze. And you're just going to drop about 3 drops. You're going to fill it up. You'll be able to see this in just a second. And get a pen in case you get some bubbles. And it will dry clear. So about 3 drops is what I'm dropping in. So that's what it's going to look like. And you can see I've got that there between, but when that dries and I go to take my scissors, then you'll just cut that out. It's not an issue. So I know you're probably having trouble really seeing what I'm doing. It will spread, so there's 3 drops in the little one. Yeah, about three drops, and I can see that is moved. See it spread? If you think you need more, then use more. But I can see where the B is, that it has moved. So I'm going to take a pin, and I'm going to move my B over just a little bit. And that really is all you do. It sits for, I don't know, an hour or so and dries. And there you've got it. So I'm going to see if I can get this off of here without messing it up. And then I'll show you, because you don't want to look at this. I'll show you once again. Then you're just going to cut them out and see what you've got. Aren't they cute? Now, I did see this idea on Annie's Craft Designs on YouTube. And you can, let's see, none of these are, I did go over, okay, this one, I believe, Nope. Maybe it's this one. I inked the paper so you can see the difference in the color. But they're so cute. Look at that. I think that's a number. Yeah, aren't they cute? Look at how tiny that is. So guys, just that easy. Just, you can be sitting there in front of the TV making these and then just pushing them off to the side. Super, super cute. All right, so there is that. Then this morning, I didn't know if y'all were getting tired of, I mean, we were 3 days in the box this week, and I didn't know if y'all were getting tired of that. So I went ahead, and here is June. Hopefully you can see that. This is June, and this is the one that we made for June. This one here. So it's got envelope. It's got a tag. It's kind of postal looking. There's nothing on this tag. I don't know, maybe I was gonna put something on the tag and didn't. But right now there's nothing on that tag. Why isn't it going back in there? Maybe it didn't go in there to begin with. But I did this morning, I added these. I just happened to find this and thought, well, it's kind of red, white, and blue, so why not? And then I played with this. So what I did is pulled out a stamp. I've not created this pocket yet. And I did put 2 Tim Holtz stamps up there. And then I found this ceramic red, white, and blue heart. And I thought, that's cute. So I tied my twine on there. And then I used, because I had white and blue brads, I incorporated the blue brads and incorporated a couple pieces here that move. There's 3 like little tags here that move. And then a belly band. And I thought, well, it's postal, so let's go ahead and make an envelope. Nothing in the envelope, but I thought I would cut a couple of pages from here to put in this envelope. So that's what we're gonna do next. And then we're gonna create that pocket. And then I think we're gonna cut some of these out to put in there and then call it a day. So I wanna thank you for being with me, because I appreciate you. Let's see what we can do here. I like the designs on here. And I just thought maybe, okay, that's not quite going to fit. Don't want to lose much of this, but I'm gonna need to cut this down a little bit. We'll fold it up and put it in that envelope. I did this in with my envelope scoreboard. Yeah. And then we will fold this. I think if we do that, we'll be good. And then fold it up. And then do we want another piece? I like this, but I don't think it's gonna fit. Let's see. I don't want to cut too much of it off, but I think we can cut this and get this off and use this right here. Right here. Yep. And then we'll save this piece and see what we're going to do with that. So then, yes, we do want to ink a little bit. And I think we're going to go this way. So, our index card project today is extremely simple. And I know every once in a while I like to put out something very simple I do know that there are some followers that the simpler the better. And so this is for you. Plus, this has been just a busy week for me, so I have to get the kits together to show the kits. We're going to close up the mountain house, and so we're going to be doing that on Saturday, so I need to get the kits shown. And, I mean, Saturday is the first, guys. You need to see what the kits are. So, oh, I like that. And then I think, do we want to? Yeah, let's go right on that line. So, nothing, just fun. Just funness is what we're doing. Nothing hard. This is just a cool piece of, I think, ephemera to put in here and to pull out another day when you've got something you want to remember, when you've got something you want to say. You've got a fun piece here. And then, is that right? Of course it isn't. Because why would you think it would be, Charlotte? It goes this way, I think. Ooh, I hope it fits. Did I mess this up? I don't think so. Boy, that's right down to the, right down to the inch, and I think it might be, yeah, I mean, right. It is right there. I don't know if it'll take this piece. Let's see. It may not. It might be just a little bit too thick. This is just the coolest paper. If you like the postal look, which I think is interesting. Not that way. Not that way. Okay, this piece is not going to fit in there, Charlotte, so we are going to put this in the pocket. All right, let's see what we've got right now. So I just think that is so cool looking. So let's make our pocket. We're going to do that by gluing. Maybe we're going to glue. Maybe. We're going to glue this piece here. I feel like I should have a pointer finger, but I know that there is another postal piece in here. I think I did two. And so there may be, we'll have to look. I may have a pointer finger, but isn't that just, I did a little Nouveau glaze, you can see right there on that stamp, that airplane, but this paper here is from this, and then this also is from here, so I just cut these out. That's a stamp, and then that's from the stamp booklets, Tim Holtz stamp booklets, and then this, of course, I did the belly band, and this just made it. I think that little ceramic piece is fantastic. Then I did airmail there for closure, private, and then put a label there in case we ever want to come back and do something with that. So this is going to slide right on in there like that. And then, of course, this piece is going to go here. Is it going to go there, guys? I think it is. Yep, this is going to go, and I think I will let that go like that. And then I did pull this because this is a cardstock. It's from the same, I really liked these. So we're gonna cut this. We're gonna see if this is gonna work for us. And then we're gonna call it done. So let's check this out. I may want to keep that. Let's come down here like this. And I think I want to, this is what I'm talking about. I want to keep. I think so. Oh. Yeah, it's time for a new blade. I have a new cutter, but I'm not used to where to put the paper yet. And I've got to go through and find the blades, so I really like this. Okay. Let's grab this piece because I do like it a lot. And what's the back of this look like? Perfect for cards. All right, we can hand cut whatever it is we're thinking. So let's, I don't want this on there. And I really like the favorites. Okay, let's just, you know, you can always add more later. Doesn't have to be 100% done. You know, your tastes change, you get new supplies, things you want to try out. Boy, I didn't cut that at all, did I? Not well. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let's ink that. Let's put that in there. We'll put them away, see how they look, see what's next. Now you could get your inks out, your stamps. You could stamp on this. I think that might be something I want to do. I'm thinking maybe grab a photo and do like an ID card. Boy, look at the shred. I'm thinking we could do 2 ID cards with these and they would be super cute. So as you're inking, your brain is going, coming up with the ideas. And I think would be really, really cute. Okay. And we might want to put, I think photographs on here and making these ID cards would be really, really cute. So let's put them in here. There's one. I think I want that in the front because I want to see. Now, do I want to? I think I'm going to put one of these on because it matches what we've done. That's the only reason, is because it matches what we have there. So a little bit of glue and on you go. So there's that. Okay. So this is, I believe, June. We'll put them away. Yep, June. So this will come first. This is our index card, or our file card. So here's June, right in there. Right in there you go. You can see we are getting there, guys. So then this is July. This will be July, and July is, yeah, here's another postal. It's got a little airplane on it. This is super, super cute. This has hearts and metal. Okay, so July will be, this is clocks. Clocks and numbers. What all do we have here? Antiques, but yeah, clocks, numbers. Oh, this has the card, I believe, is from, I remember when we made this. There's a ticket. Is this an envelope? It is, and it's got a little ticket in it. It also has a ink blots. I remember this has the card, I think this was from Roseanne. Loved this. Okay, so we've got numbers and clocks and antiques. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Numbers, clocks, and antiques. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something. There's a ticket and a number. Yep, I was going to share something with you and I just lost it. This is so cool. Okay, so we've got, that will be the next one that we are going to do. So what we have for index card, guys, super, super simple. This is it. I know this may be too simple for some of you. It basically is just a piece of paper that has been, it is the basics, and it measures, I think it's a, I want to say it's a 7.5 by, is it 10? Yeah. And it is out of the postal book. And what I did is I folded it in thirds. I cut the top. This is the top here. So this creates a pocket right here. And folded this over, and this creates a pocket. And then you've got this. So this is a cute little project to fit inside of an existing journal, to write something on, to fill up with tags. You can go ahead then and use this also as a pocket. Just know that the bottom is not closed. You can decorate the front however you want. So this is the make that we're doing today. And I hope you enjoy it, even though it's very simple. You can decorate this if you wanted to. You could put like a label on the front of this. There's a lot that you can do with this basic pattern. So we're gonna find a paper out of here, and I did use the entire page. So let's find something. This would be fun. This would be really fun, but it would be off to the side. This might be good. So with this, let's use this. This would work. Let's use this piece right here, or this piece. Let's use this piece. It's more interesting. Okay, so really all I did was I took and folded this over into thirds. That's all I did. Very simple. And I really kind of just eyeballed it. So you can do this with any scrapbook paper. If you've got a paper that's one-sided and the inside is white, this is perfect for that. If you have digitals, glue two digitals together, this is perfect for that. So you're going to eyeball this, and then you're going to fold this one over, hoping you don't come over the one that's the end there. Crease it really well, and then you're going to open this one, and you're going to take your ruler, and however deep you want this angle to be, you're going to decide it here. So I just, where's my, let's do this because it'll be easier to see for you and for me. But you can take the basics of this and just add to what you want. And don't go anywhere, because I got some happy mail from Tammy. She sent me the cutest pop-up card, and I've got to figure out how to make it, but I want to show it to you. I want you to see it. It's adorable. So thank you, Tammy. So let's just ink this so that you can see everything a little bit better, what I'm doing, where the lines are really. I'm not going to worry about inking the other side because it's navy blue. You're not going to see it. So let's do this. And hopefully I got it. So what you're going to do then, this is going to be your piece that folds in. So right here, you're going to take this, and this can be whatever you want it to be. And this is how I did it. I just took and kind of folded that up like that. And then came and tried to even it up according to my score line there. Just like this. And then we're going to cut that off. And you can take this to your cutter if you want. I'm going to use the scissors. I think I can see it. Cut your fold. Just like that. So now you've got that. See that? If you want to make that more prominent, just ink it. Then you're going to take this piece, and it's going to be upside down. You know, there's not anything, unless you want to go this way, you could go this way. This is going to be upside down. So what you might want to do is take and put a decoration on this piece here. Or, let's see what this will look like if I, let's see. You know, I think I would prefer it to be upside down. There's not any way that to make this so that it isn't. So it's gonna be upside down, guys. So you can easily fix that. So we're gonna glue this pocket. So that gives you a pocket. It's upside down, but it gives you a pocket. Just like that. And it looks like we could just cut the tiniest tip off here, just like that. So now you've got this. And then on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to fold this up. Like this. Just like that, and we're going to glue the bottom part up so that you've got another pocket. just like that. So now you've got that, and you've got this. And now you're going to get your large. I used the large index card. This is a 8x6, I believe. Yep, an 8x5. We're not going to use the whole thing. We're going to trim this down to the nearest line. I usually use the line. We're going to do that if I can find my pencil. There is my ink mark, so we're going to cut that off right there. I'll get my little trimmer and should go just like that. And we're going to ink this a little bit just so that we can see it. We know the top's going to be big. I don't even know why I bothered doing that. We'll turn it around because this is longer than what our little pocket envelope is. So that's going to get glued like that. So let's cut this. Ink this up, and then we'll glue it. And then we have done 3 little projects today. Okay. So if you stop and think about this, if you want to give someone a gift card and you just want to write a cute note, this is a great project for that because you can slip a gift card in here, you can write a note, and you can put a tag. You know, or maybe you want to give a gift card and a cup of coffee, something like that. This is perfect for that. And you can decorate this up as much as you want. So this is the make, and I think it's pretty doggone cute. It is very simple to do. It doesn't have to be this size. It could be half of this. You actually could get 2 out of here. And then what I did is I just took some paper or some ribbon, and we're going to tie a bow. You could decorate the front. You could put a charm off of here. You could take a where is that? I had a little, let me see if I can find it. I had a little, oh, here is a little thank you. You could take a, like a little ornament or something to put a thank you on like that. Look at how cute that would be, or just have that on there like that. Teacher or whatever. Just a cute idea to use with an index card. And some leftover scraps on the inside. So let me know what you think. Your next video should be the kits, guys. So if you've got scraps and you've got, let me see if any of these are dry. I was going to say we could cut one out. Not sure. I think that might be. Oh, it's a little bit tacky. But you just would take your scissor and just cut around your jump ring, and then look what you've got. I mean, they're super, super cute. So let me know what you think. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Like I said, I will be up where it's like in the 30s and the 40 degrees, closing up the mountain house for until spring. And but there will be a video. It should be Monday, or maybe this weekend. It could be this weekend, showing you what the kits are. So if you know you want a kit, you know what to do. And I hope everyone has a creative weekend. Take care, everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the love. Bye, guys.